Hey everybody! I'm so excited because I got my latest package from Adagio Teas. Today it came early. It was supposed to come on Tuesday and I got it today and I'm so excited. So I just wanted to share it with you guys and do kind of a little unboxing. And I've already technically opened the box because it was taped. So anyway, I just wanted to share my excitement with you guys and show you my latest haul. So first of all, the box itself is really cool. It has like accordion sides instead of so it just opens right up and you get to see all the goodies inside. Adagio is actually one of the tea brands that I get very excited about supporting because all of their teas are ethically grown and they do not use any slave labor in their teas and in the production of their teas. And if you know anything about tea and you do any kind of research about teas and where your tea is coming from, that was one thing that really disturbed me when I was really into tea. First getting into it, I realized that they still use slave labor in places around the world. I did not want to support any kind of slave labor, no matter where it was and no matter what the product was. So I started limiting myself to only ethically grown teas, and that makes the pool a little bit small. It's worth it, absolutely, but that's what I get so excited about Adagio, because they have a huge selection of teas and they're all ethically sourced. So just gonna get right in. The first thing I saw when I opened it was a tiny little white tea peach pouch, and it said try portions. This is their new thing, is that everything is individually portioned. This is very cool because a lot of people that I talk to are very intimidated by tea because there's all different kinds of tea and it can get very overwhelming. So what Adagio has done is they have done the perfect tea size for a single serving, which is great. They give you the steep information and the temperature on the back. So this one is white peach. So it says 3 to 5 minutes at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The only ingredients are white tea, apricots, natural peach flavor, and marigold flowers. The marigold flowers are just to make it look pretty. This is something that I get to try. I love white tea and I love peach, and this is gonna be great for the summer flavors. I'm probably gonna make a little bit of iced tea with this. Maybe share it with my daughter because it's gonna be very low in caffeine. So the next thing I saw was this little box, and this got me very excited. So it says the community. Now the last time I was on I have been obsessively tracking this package. So the last time I was on the website, I looked up, they had something called the community, and I was like, what is that? I don't know what that is. So I looked it up, and it's like a group that you can sign up for. You usually have to purchase it. And they get together on specific days with specific teas and talk about that tea. And it's a little community for people who love tea and for people who love to try new teas. So they gave me a sample box, which makes me so excited because I was thinking about joining anyway, and now I get to try it for free, which is so exciting. So there's like a little QR thing on the bottom so that I can connect with the community, and it is an oolong tea, okay? And this one is a black tea for the next day, an herbal tea for the next day, and these are all their individual portions, which is so much fun. And then a green tea, another herbal, and another black. Oh, and another oolong right at the bottom. So I get to try all of these different teas, one for every day, and that just makes me so excited. It's like a grown-up advent calendar for tea, and I probably, now that I've said that, I definitely want to do an advent calendar for tea this year at Christmas time. Yep. So this one, they all say different things too. They all have like different little, this one says drink on, this one says imbibe on, consume on, sip on, indulge on, enjoy on, partake on. So that's just like one of those little attention to detail things that I just love when companies do that. I just feel like they get me with this. Like they actually, like they got me. They totally got me. I'm so excited. Okay, so those are my little goodies. And y'all, I can't even tell you. This makes me so happy. Okay, so those are my goodies. I got 2 actually. Didn't mean to get 2, but they threw in an extra. They do, a lot of times they do samples. Like you get a free sample if you make an order for shipment that day. No, like they have, I think they have like a, like you have to order so much before you get a sample, but they're huge samples, y'all. This is 0.8 ounces. That's a lot. You can make like, several cups of tea with this sample. And this one for today, they threw in an extra one. It's chocolate truffle. I'm so excited. It's a black tea and it's got all kinds of, so they have like a chocolate chip flavored black tea on their website, but this is new. This is the chocolate truffle and it's got just all kinds of chocolate in it. It's black tea, cocoa nibs, chocolate flavor, chicory, dark chocolate chips, cocoa, and blue cornflowers. So that is like hot chocolate meets tea. That makes me very excited because I love hot chocolate and I love tea. So I got 2 little samples of that, which is like a sizable sample. That's really, I'm gonna really be able to get to know that tea, which is exciting. So that was another little freebie that they threw in there. Okay, so another thing I really, really like about Adagio, and sorry I keep resting my my elbows on the table. Another thing I really love about Adagio is that they do all of these special occasion teas. The one that I got earlier this year that made me so excited was for Leap Day. For Leap Day, okay, they released a specific tea. It was called Brigadoon tea, which if you know anything about the story of Brigadoon, Brigadoon was a mythical town in Scotland that only was in existence for one day out of the year. So it was just one day every year, and then they would just go to sleep and like wake up, and it would be a year later. And so they released this tea called Brigadoon on Leap Day, and you can only purchase it on Leap Day. So we my mom and I set our alarms and we got this tea, and y'all, it was worth the wait. It was delicious. I have like a tiny bit left. I'm waiting until I can share it with my mom because we both loved it a lot. So they do these special occasion teas for, holidays and things like that. But one of the cool things that they do is they release a tea every month. They release a tea for the full moon, and they call it Bella Luna. And I actually made my purchase with enough on the full moon, and so I was able to get Bella Luna tea, which is, I'm again just so excited. So I'm saying they only sell this during the full moon, so you have I think 48 hours to get this tea. And it came in a nice little tin, which is really fun. Oh, that's so cool. So on the bottom they have the description and then the ingredients. So it's the reason I am so excited about this is because I don't usually love an Earl Grey tea. I'm very particular about Earl Greys because I think bergamot is just really overpowering. But this one is a coconut cream black tea with bergamot, and I'm so excited. So it says, Bella Luna, place the light of the moon in your cup with the familiar bergamot notes, highlighted by a soft glow of coconut and cream. I love their descriptions. So this actually was the first thing that I smelled as I opened the package, because it just had a seal on the on the tin, and so you could smell it as, and I'm just gonna do a little close up. You can see the coconut pieces. You can see like those big like shards, those are coconut shards. They've got blue cornflowers in there and just gorgeous black tea, full leaf black tea. I'm always really impressed by the quality of the tea that I get from Adagio. So it says, the moon is magic for the soul and light for the senses. That's on the inside of the tin. So now I have this lovely tin. I cannot wait to try this. I'm actually going to try it with some friends on Tuesday. So that was one. And then I got a bunch of green rooibos teas. I had been able to try the green rooibos bonita. I'd been able to try this at a local tea shop several months ago, and I bought some of it there, and they are closed right now because of Corona. So I went ahead and ordered some more because I was out, and I have to tell you, I went with my mom to do a tea tasting at this local place, which was really great. It was their top 10 of 2019. So it was the top 10 teas that they had sold last year. And my mom and I went for our birthdays, and it was like at the very beginning of February. And so we got to taste all of these different teas, and I will tell you 100% that I would never have tried some of the teas that were at this tasting, but I really genuinely fell in love with some of them. And this is one. The Bonita green rooibos is awesome, and rooibos tea is caffeine free, which I don't do any caffeine, or I do extremely limited / no caffeine as much as I can, and so but I don't really like the rooibos taste. Like, I just don't. It's a little medicinal to me, and it has like an astringent scent to it before you even taste the cup. And so when this came up on the tasting, I was like, ooh, rooibos, like, not my favorite. But the green rooibos is just light, and it's a very like airy mouthfeel. It's delicious. And this one has peaches, strawberries, and a little bit of citrus. And it says it's juicy, nectar-like, and refreshing, and they are absolutely true with that description. I absolutely would say that is how I would describe it too. So this one you can really steep for a long time. It doesn't have any actual like tea in it. So herbal teas don't contain any of the actual tea bush, the Camellia sinensis. I think I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. But that's what tea is. That's, black tea, green tea, even white tea. That's what tea is. But rooibos is a completely different plant. And so it is a caffeine-free plant. And this is green rooibos, so that means they don't oxidize it at all, which is, I like the way that tastes a lot. So I actually am able to put milk in this. I steep it for a very long time. I steep it like 8 to 10 minutes because you don't have to worry about it getting bitter on you, and it actually just brings out a lot of the really rich flavor of it. And I treat it just like a black tea. Put a little milk in it. I don't like to sweeten it. It already tastes delicious. So they have quite a big selection of green rooibos on their website. So I went ahead and got some samples. This is a green rooibos blueberry. I love a blueberry tea. Just one of my favorites, so I just figured why not try it. And then I just got their regular green rooibos. I just was curious as to what it tastes like without any flavoring in it at all, so got that. Like I said, these are the samples, guys. These are the samples, okay? This is what you get when you do a full, this is 4 ounces. Or, I'm sorry, 3 ounces, okay? But this is the sample. They really let you try it. So I got that. I got green rooibos Key West because what was in here, it made me think about one of my absolute favorite teas that is from a different company called Midsummer Night. And it's a really great one, but the fruits that are in this one, it's a passion fruit, mango, and tangy apricot. And I just thought, that sounds a little bit like that Midsummer Night's Tea. And so I'm really excited to try this one too. Key West. Super fun. And then they still had some Easter teas, which is exciting because this was also a green rooibos. And I just was so, when I saw that it was Easter and it was green rooibos, I was like, "Ooh, that's so fun!" And then I thought I missed it because I'm ordering in July and didn't expect them to still have Easter tea. But I'm very excited. It's a marshmallow. It's like a Peeps tea, and so that's gonna have a lot of sweetness in it. But I'm really excited to try this one too. This is just green rooibos, apple, sprinkles, and some apricot in here. So all of those green rooibos, those are all caffeine free, so I don't have to worry about going through my process to decaffeinate those before I drink them. They're all already caffeinated, decaffeinated, and I love being able to just throw something in my tea maker and have it go. So my last one is a decaf peach. It's a black tea. I do love black teas, or anything I can treat like a black tea. And, just for summer, I thought that this would be a nice one for the summer. And again, since it's already decaffeinated, I can just throw it in my tea maker and go. So the Bella Luna, not decaffeinated, but I'm excited to be able to try it. None of these are going to be decaffeinated, but I'm going to go ahead and just do them the way that I do with decaffeination. The last thing in here is my little points cards. They do a points reward system, so that is that's really nice to be able to treat your patrons, the people who are buying all your tea. You treat them, which is fun. So I think I have enough points now to buy like some teas and keep trying them. So what I do to decaffeinate tea is if you do some research on tea, you will find that like especially Asian cultures, because they drink tea so many different times during the day, what they do is they will wash the tea leaves first when they put them in the pot, and then throw out the first pot of tea. So they'll put the tea leaves in, put the water over it, let it sit for about a minute, and then throw out that pot of tea, leaving the leaves behind. And then they'll make the tea with the leaves the second time. What that does is that the first wash of the tea leaves, the first time that hot water hits the leaves, that is where most of the caffeine comes out. And if you don't throw out that water, then or throw out that tea at that point, then the caffeine just kind of goes into your cup, and then you drink it, you strain out the leaves, and you drink it. So what I do, and what I've done for years now very successfully, is just doing it that way, where I will wash the leaves first with about a cup's full of water. I'll do it like for a mug. If I'm doing a whole pot, I'll put the leaves in a mug first. Fill that with water, let them release most of that caffeine. I do it for a minute, and then I transfer the leaves over into my pot, and have been able to do that for years now. It brings the caffeine content down to below like 10 milligrams, I think is the measurement. But decaffeinated is considered anything with lower than 5, so it gets really, 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 really down there. And it hasn't been anything that I've been able to notice has bothered me over the years. It basically just acts like caffeine free. So anyway, that's my little trick for decaffeinated tea. So I'm gonna be doing that with Bella Luna. I'm gonna do that with my community. I am so excited to try this. And if you are in the community, just leave me a comment on this video. And anyway, that's my unboxing for Adagio Teas. I was not paid by them. They did not pay me to do anything about this. I'm just very excited about my tea shipment and excited about all the goodies that they included for a nobody like me. So, so anyway, happy tasting, and I hope that you try Adagio soon because they're a great company.